Hello, this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to a new knitting tutorial. I wanted to do this for months, but with my custom orders and whips, today was the day to do the tutorial. So I'm going to show you a super easy knit stitch. It's only done on 2 rows, and it's a repeat after that. So what you need is some textured yarn that you have. I just wanted to show you, I brought some hand spun yarn that I have. It's variegated yarn, and here is the color that I picked for a special. They gathered different colors to create this dawn colors when you wake up in the morning, when the color of the sky. Yeah, here this is what I see when I wake up around, well, today is 31st of December 2024, and today the sky color was this around 7:40 a.m. So that's what I usually see. And I picked up those colors, and I'm planning to make a cardigan. So I was just trying to figure out which yarn to use to knit up. Yeah, so what you need to do is, I'm going to do the cardigan, so stay tuned for that tutorial. That's going to be coming up soon as I finish the sweater, because I'm planning to start 2 whips, 2 projects right away. Even I'm doing tutorials like I'm starting. So this yarn, as you can see, there's several colors in here, just to show you, just to give you an idea. So there's there's cotton, mohair or acrylic. There is this thin yarn, and here's another cotton. And here's an eyelash. So there's 4 strands here to give this nice texture. So I'm going to do the tutorial with you when I start the cardigan, and then we'll go from there. I hope I have enough yarn, because being a plus size, you use up lots of yarn. So for this tutorial, I already cast on, and I just randomly, I think you need to cast on multiple of 2 plus 1 or 2. I'm not quite sure about that. We have 1, I think. And so we're going to start. It's just done on 2 rows. The first row is just on the wrong side, and I'm using a 5mm Addy Rocket circular knitting needle. I just love this. These are my hand spun, and it is knit. It is spun knit, thin and thick, as you can see. So if you are planning to knit this stitch, I would highly recommend you to add more different colors, more different yarn in your stash to create a nice texture like this. That's the reason I showed. And here's another that I have, a hand spun beautiful wool. So I'm gonna start with this, and here's another one. Look at the colors. Okay, when I was learning, I went crazy, of course. So we're going to start, and the first is going to be, the first stitch I usually don't knit, okay? And so I'm just going to move that. I never knit. Okay, there's 2 stitches here. So I move this one, and the next stitch I'm going to knit. So we're going to start with 1 knit, 1 purl, and then we're going to do that all the way to the end. And how I am knitting, okay, that's very important. See how I'm knitting the purl? I'm knitting like this. So usually when I knit my purl, let me just show you one more time. This is how I knit But this one, I'm doing it differently. What I'm doing is I'm putting this down, and then I'm not using my finger to pick it up. So this is how I'm doing. And let me move this. Okay. So one knit, one purl, one knit. So finish knitting this all the way to the end. I think this is too much. Yep. I'm gonna frog this and then just put a couple of stitches because I just want to show you the stitch, and I don't want to, knit all the way to the end. This is just a tutorial to show you how to knit, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am at the end, almost at the end. Knit, and then the last one is a purl stitch. Okay, so a multiple of 2 plus 2, I was right. Just wanted to double check. So I have 12 stitches here, and then this is the right side of the work. So the first one is if to knit but slip it. Okay, and then we're going to start knitting purl. So yarn on the front. So purl the stitch, and when you see the knit stitch, what you do is yarn on the front, you slip it, slide it without knitting, and then we knit the stitch. So if you see the yarn is kind of twisted, but I'm not fixing it, but I am picking the stitch as if to fix. You know what I mean? So like I'm not picking it this way, then it would be totally twist. So I am picking it and yarn on the front, not knitting it, and fixing that stitch. So purl, slide. What did we do here? Something went wrong. So knit, slide, not knit, got me off. So purl, slide, purl, slide, and knit this last stitch. Okay, and this is how it will look like. You can't see anything, so the wrong side is just one knit, one purl. Okay, knit it this way. So it's just knit, one purl. I got to knit this, and then the last one is a purl stitch. Okay, and this is how it looks like. Okay, and then you will see these lines. Can you see? It's the stitch is becoming. So this is the stitch that we have the yarn on the front, so we purl, and when we see a knit stitch, we slide. We purl, we slide, we purl, we slide. Purl, slide, purl, slide, and then we knit this last stitch. Okay, So I'm going to, this stitch is a one knit, one purl. So we knit the stitch, we purl this stitch. Knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, oops, knit, purl, knit. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Looks like one knit, one purl, and this is how it looks like from the front. This looks like, for me, like Tunisian. So just had to share the stitch with you. So let's do it again. So we finished up with one knit, one purl. Now we're going to be knitting. So the first stitch I'm not knitting. And then here, what we do is we slide this as if to, like this. And then we purl this stitch. So this is the front of the stitch, and then we slide this one. So the knits we slide. This yarn, this part is really thin. Purl, and then this one, oh sorry, this one we slide, and then this one we purl. Okay, yarn on the front. I'm not used to this way knitting because doing the tutorial, I'm gonna be getting used to it when I'm knitting the cardigan. Okay, purl, and the last stitch I'm just knitting. You can knit or purl, whichever you like, it doesn't matter. I just need to give this nice edge, and this is how it looks like. See, if you use different strands of yarn like I just showed you on this one, that will show definitely just fantastic. You can add popcorn yarn, those thin yarns, eyelash yarn, anything to you know, create this beautiful stitch. Let me do it one more time. It's super easy and it goes fast. It's the wrong side is just one knit, one purl. That's all we're doing. Just like this. Purl. And then finish the last stitch. Okay, this part is a little bit thick, the yarn. Okay, so I'm gonna slide. So when I see the knit stitch, I just slide yarn on the front. When I see the purl stitch, I purl. So I slide, purl. So this row is just purl. That's all we're doing. Purl. And this is how it looks like. So I hope you like this tutorial. You just keep on going and going. You can make baby blankets. If you don't have enough yarn, I would highly recommend this stitch. It just looks fantastic. For me, at first I thought it was Tunisian, but no, there's a trick to it. So stay tuned. I am going to be coming with another knit stitch that looks like woven, like this. So this is, for me, it looks like Tunisian. It looks like woven when you first look at it, right? That's what it reminds me of. So I just had to share the stitch, and coming up I have more tutorials. Happy knitting, happy crocheting, and by now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, share it with your family and friends, and don't forget to hit that notification button So every time I post a new video, you will be notified, indicating there's something new for you to watch. Happy knitting. Bye-bye.